Okay, creating a video for a shiny gold trade. Looks like I found this through, I was doing some trading. I started with MPWR. I always want to call it manpower, but I guess it's monolithic power systems. Yeah, I just started with that symbol back in early 2021, and then I just kind of went forward from there. Every time I saw a trade, I just went ahead and practiced it. So anyway, here we go. So I'm looking on a different screen. It looks like for the RUT, this was SLI going up on that day, 131. It's on the first candle. And so that's on that one. And then if you look at the daily, you have, that may not totally be crossing. That may not be perfectly crossing. This one's crossing and that's fired. So if it's two out of four, maybe 3 out of 4. Anyway, so on the RUT, the market looks looking good. Let's look at 233. We have crossing. So we have 4 out of 4. If you come over here to this, coming off this rising 89, a very low crossing up. I think it's safe to call this a white, and even I call it a white in my practice. Looking at the hard evidence from the daily, we have crossing, down auto wave on the previous. We have crossing here and trigger fired. So that's 3. We have bottom Bollinger Band previous coming off the 144 rising, crossing well below 20, somewhat of a reversal in Cox. So that's a lot of pieces of hard evidence. So I went ahead and entered the trade. For a practice trade, I said that it was a short to medium duration, probably thinking about these resistance lines here. There is some distance here on the daily up to 430, although the 21 will be declining. And for the auto wave calculation, you have basically, what do we have here? So divide by 393 plus 48 or 47 divided by 2 is about 417. 417 is around here. So anyway, the month is at the end of January. Super 6, the ends in 2 earnings. I wasn't sure exactly, but it looks like it's probably within 3-week window. So for a predictor paragraph, I said in the three candle period, it'll rise to the 21 to 21. The 233 is 21 and pause. You may have to exit there. From there, it may rise to the 233 610 right there. And declining 34, you may have to exit there. And from there, it could do to the dailies 21 slash 233. You may have to exit there, and that's what I entered. As far as, even though the auto wave calculation had us do the 417, I went ahead and did the February, so that's like 3 weeks out, February 410. So right under here, it's out of the money. I could potentially have done, a week 2, but anyway. So let's just press on and see what happens. So I'll go 1, 2. So definitely holding, staying. So 3 candle rule. So it did hit this resistance right here. On both of these, we're above 80 here. Not quite cocked. None here. But definitely staying. Okay, so that's the first candle. Let's see what happens on the next candle. And that's where I actually exited. And the reason I had for exiting was I think the earnings were coming up, and also I was seeing a possible pause or pullback with this, and also the 21 declining right here, and also the 89. So I decided, that's enough. I didn't really have, even though I'm in the money, I don't have time for it to go sideways with where I think earnings are right around the corner. Um, Again, this is a historical trade, so I didn't have any perspective on when it was. It could have been a while since that was October 26th, but anyway. So it wasn't a 4-day trade, but it was interesting. So if I were to go forward, that is like the right time to exit. So that's good, of course. So I guess, can you call a 2-day trade a good trade? I mean, it went up more than I thought it would, actually. And I mean, this is actually where what did I say for the predictive paragraph? Yeah, I mean, this is what I thought it might make it to. So I'm happy with it. I'll call it shiny gold. So that's that one. I think what I did here was this was probably 10 candles ahead. So let's go ahead and just do a little bit of clicking. So we can just watch it kind of progress. So it looked like a trade was probably coming, but when? With the dipping below this 377 here, I was thinking, okay, maybe coming up soon, especially with all the auto wave lines. You have all of these red DNs cocked. That one's not quite cocked, but getting close. Now I'm in the Super 6 period, so let's see, maybe something. And probably could have gotten excited right here because I had crossing. And if you squint, but I didn't, that wasn't the time. The next one, oh yeah. So fortunately, I was using the. So right here, it's haven't started moving up yet. And then it went up 23 points. So, boom. So good enough.